Unlike the DayZ mod, your hunger, thirst, and blood levels are entirely different beasts to deal with. While in the mod you started off with full thirst and hunger meters, one of the first messages you get in the standalone is "I'm thirsty." If you run up to a pond or a water fountain and take a drink, your character might say he's not thirsty anymore, but that only seems to last a few minutes at best before your character begins to complain again. This is because you have an actual stomach in DayZ. Drinking just once doesn't fully satisfy your thirst, and likewise, you can no longer eat 20 cooked steaks to recover your blood. Try that in a standalone, and your character will actually vomit and be worse off than he was before. Think of your stomach in DayZ as you would in real life. For example, if you drink a ton of water, you're not going to have any room for food. So one of your first goals when you spawn into DayZ is to find a water fountain and drink from it multiple times. Since your character is thirsty, they'll be able to drink a ton at once, probably 30 to 40 times. Again, it's important to not drink to that extent. Your character will be hungry soon enough, so leave some room and begin looting any nearby homes. Note that while your character can be hungry for some period of time, being thirsty makes your character lose blood at the fastest rate and should always be satisfied. Food acts like real food in real life. Eating a single can of beans no longer fully refills your hunger, and you can no longer get instant blood from eating food. Also, some foods can have negative or positives about them. For example, if you drink soda in game, it'll satisfy your thirst as well as some of your hunger. If you eat raw cereal, your hunger will be satisfied but your character will become a bit thirsty. So just like in real life, you need to balance what you eat so that you don't result in satisfying your hunger while making yourself thirsty. Finally, your character's blood. No more magic rabbit steaks and cans of beans for instant blood refill. You only have two options in standalone. Either wait or get an IV transfusion. Blood will regenerate over time as long as your character isn't hungry or thirsty, so keeping them well fed is a must. In fact, the healthier and better well fed your character is, the faster they will regenerate blood over time. Other than regeneration over time, someone would need to give you a blood or saline transfusion to help you recover your blood. Just make sure you have the proper blood type before they give you the transfusion. As you run between towns and key points on the map, you should always stop for a moment and take a bite to eat and a sip of water. My general rule of thumb is to eat and drink a little bit about every 2 kilometers. If I'm about to run a long distance, I'll stock up on some food, eat a bit, and then drink from a water fountain until I get the message that my stomach's full. In many ways, DayZ standalone has become more like real life than it was with the mod version. If you want to survive, you have to play the game like you would in real life. This means actually taking breaks, walking instead of running, and even sitting down once in a while to let your character catch their breath. The pace might feel slower, but it definitely is more realistic.